it's a Carolina crowd. You'll hear much more noise for the Tar Heels. They have a big contingency of fans. Snyder, as Duke has the first chance. Ferry for three. Rebound to Laettner. Inside to Ferry. Knocked away by Fox. Ferry misses his first two, and Fox, the sophomore, rebounds for Carolina. This is Lebo with a heavy wrap on that left ankle. Injured in midseason. Inside to Kevin Madden. The 6'4" blocky Madden gives Carolina the first points of the game.
Bricky came around the wrong side on defending the pivot.
Henderson pass stolen by Fox. Bricky to beat. And Fox wisely pulls up for Lebo's three. It's 5-0 North Carolina.
The one thing that Coach K didn't want, Dick, was to let Lebo get out of the gate fast.
Here's that famous trap defense of Carolina. Bricky sets up Laettner, who is fouled by Madden. Saved the basket. Both teams breezing into the final as Carolina beat Georgia Tech by 15 and then Maryland by 30. Duke, a 24-point winner against Wake Forest. They were ahead by 20 against Virginia with 2 minutes to go yesterday, and with the starters out, settled for an 11-point win. That's the closest game of this entire tournament. It's really been a blowout after a lopsided game, and everyone here in Atlanta hoping we have a close one today. Laettner puts Duke on the scoreboard. 5-1.
He's not playing like a freshman.
Heir apparent to Danny Ferry's role the next 3 seasons in Durham. Laettner hits a pair. It's 5-2 Carolina.
Both teams staying man-to-man so far.
At this point, man-to-man, Laettner has J.R. Reid. Lebo hits another three. Well, Lebo has had some shooting problems this year. Comes out hot today.
Everything in shooting is in your head. If you hit that first one, watch out.
Reid out on Ferry defensively. Inside it goes to Laettner. Way off the mark. Bucknall rebounds for North Carolina. Here come the Tar Heels, up by 6. Knocked away, and Snyder has the ball for Duke. They played last Sunday in Chapel Hill. Duke won by 2. Bricky not there. Bricky and Lebo, and it's Lebo of North Carolina.
They let Bricky have that shot all night.
And a foul. Snyder gets Lebo on the drive, and that'll send one of the best free throw shooters in the country to the line, Jeff Lebo, who has made his last 37 in a row. Plenty of action throughout the country this weekend, and Rick Majerus's Ball State Cardinals early in the second half lead in the finals of the Mid-American Conference Tournament by 9.
They only lost 2 games all year long.
Lebo looking for his 38th straight free throw.
This is what you call money, Dick. Money in the bank.
Lebo looking at a possible ACC record. Jeff Lamp of Virginia made 48 straight, and now Lebo just 9 behind Lamp's mark.
Here comes a trap.
Ricky has it knocked away. Lebo breaks out 2-on-1. Scott Williams blocked by Laettner, controlled by the freshman Laettner. Ferry hustling down court, and it's a foul on Ferry.
Ferry lost control that time at 6'10". He tried to do a 360 move, and he obviously charged. Israel loses coordination right there. Good call.
Nearly 3 minutes have been played, and Duke without a field goal, trailing 10-2. Allah Abdelnaby comes in for the Blue Devils, number 30. That's him, and Williams beats him to the basket. basket. It's 12-2 North Carolina. 3 minutes gone.
Allah fell asleep that time, did not find his man.
Henderson from Ferry.
That's
goaltending. Fox. Credit to basket.
Lenny Wirtz makes the call. This call is never made from the baseline. See Lenny Wirtz out there? It's made from the side. An obvious goaltend. The ball was on its way down.
Lebo setting up Fox on the baseline, and the whistle. Here to be on John Smith, number 33, and Mike Krzyzewski appealing to the officials, and that will be the topic of our halftime rules of the game with Fred Barrett. How far can those coaches go before they hear that awful sound, the T for technical?
Well, the first thing is, as long as they stay in that coach's box, Dick, they can get away with a lot if they don't use the, don't swear. Yellow
lines marking the box, and they can operate within that area, and they can stay on their feet as long as they're coaching. Rick Fox. This talented young man, sophomore from the Bahamas, really developing into a top-notch player with 2 more years to go at Carolina. Good rebounder, good defender, and he's become an excellent scorer. Snyder hustling down court, tries to set up Abdelnaby and throws it away.
As John Wooden said, don't go fast.
Be quick, don't hurry.
They're trying to score too many points in too short of a time.
Fox goes out, as you see. Carolina hot, Duke not. 10-point Tar Heel lead. 3.5 minutes gone. King Rice into the game for North Carolina. Number 21 at guard. Madden. Well done. 17-footer for Kevin Madden. That equals North Carolina's biggest lead, a dozen.
Right now, they've got to go to Danny Ferry. He's their leader. He's their big brother. He has to get a basket, get him psychologically right.
Madden overplaying Ferry. Ferry with a jumper, and he hits it.
They had to do it that time down. It was a must.
First points for Danny Ferry.
Nice team movement by the Tar Heels. Good spacing. Constantly picking down, using those wide bodies.
JR's first shot. And a foul on Madden trying for the rebound. And with that, we have a timeout. 4.5 minutes gone in this opening half. And it's Carolina by 10. He truly has improved every year, not just in his scoring percentage, but all aspects of the game. And his 23-point average for Danny Ferry leads all ACC scorers this season.
4 years will be known as the Ferry years. Now he scored the last basket. The trick is to get the ball back into his hands.
Ooh, almost a steal. He sets up Abdelnaby with a jump hook. Not there. Scott Williams with a rebound.
Allah got away with a walk that time.
Chilcutt's pass knocked away by Greg Kubek. Good defense by Kubek. Hustling back and forced the turnover.
Good thinking that time, Dick. Also by Chilcutt was a touch pass. He knew he couldn't control it. Just the end result wasn't didn't get there. He just flips the ball over to the corner. Good hustle on Kubek.
So it's Ferry, Snyder, Kubek, Ricky, and Laettner. And way off the mark is Kubek. Williams with another rebound. He leads North Carolina on the year, averaging 7 a game. Ricky draws Lebo. Ferry out on Williams. Fox and Kubek. Snyder reaching in, creates the steal. Ferry controls to Kubek. That was Snyder's play. He leads Duke in steals on the year with 65. Ferry with a red scratch mark on his upper left cheek. Can't hit the short jumper. Kubek throws up a prayer. And Fox travels as Ferry was still down on the floor.
Ferry was in a kneeling position. Tried to rebound off his knees that time. Watch Danny go down after he took a shot. He goes down looking for the foul. No call. Now the rebound goes over to his side after Kubek throws it up. Now he's in a kneeling position. He tries to rebound.
Carolina fans wanted a foul.
Carolina fans were right.
Boy, good defense by North Carolina. They're pushing Duke way outside the pro. The red line is the pro three-point line. The white line, the collegiate three-pointer.
Well, the whistle's favoring North Carolina. It allows the physical play. With North Carolina's bodies, it favors them.
King Rice, ball touched him in the back as it went out of bounds. There's a scratch mark on the cheek of Danny Ferry as somebody raking across that face trying for the ball.
I got to find Dr. Ferdy Pacheco, the fight doctor. Stop
the fight, yeah.
TKO.
Non-contact game. Outside to Ferry. 16-6 the score. North Carolina leading with 13:40 left. Snyder for three. Duke comes out cold.
Duke's aggressive on defense, not letting the big men set up underneath.
Fox, nice play over Laettner. He beat Ferry and then banked it over Christian Laettner. 4 points for Rick Fox.
Laettner's too tall to cover Fox in the open court.
Kubek over Reid. Blocked by Reid and a foul on Reid. His first.
JR doesn't think he did it. Here's the pass from Ferry into Kubek. Now here comes the foul. He felt that JR pushed him in the stomach that time. Looked to me like looks like.
Actually, it was a late whistle. He actually called it on the shot because Kubek's at the line to shoot two.
Freebies.
Got himself a prayer.
To 7, Kubek's first point of the game. And the Blue Devils, who had to rally against North Carolina at Chapel Hill last Sunday, are in that early position again today. Trailing by 10 as you saw Phil Henderson returning to the lineup for Duke, and Kubek goes out. Boy, look at that difference in shooting. One team shooting 75%, the other under 20%. Ferry, does he have the steal? Yes. Abdelnaby did not see Snyder all alone down court. Whistle away from the ball, and the foul is on Abdelnaby. Boy, coaches hate to see that. You got the ball and you create a foul away from the ball and lose possession.
Abdelnaby sets up a screen. He sets the screen for Ferry. Watch the top. There it comes. See, he steps in. That's illegal.
Leading by 10, North Carolina.
Hey, Ollie, it's not wrestling, you know.
Again, the foul away from the ball, and it's on Abdelnaby, his second.
The Pharaoh got into a wrestling match that time.
That's the 5th team foul on Duke. 3 against Carolina in this half. 12:37 remaining before the intermission. Don't forget the $50,000 in the Foot Locker slam dunk contest at halftime.
Nice back door.
Lebo, how they call it, block against Henderson.
You got to remember, when the man with the ball leaves the floor, you cannot move any longer. You got to allow the man to get to the position of the land. So when he leaves the floor, you got to be stationary. That was a close one.
But the trend, at least in the Atlantic Coast Conference, has been to go with the defensive player on the fouls. I mean, they're calling them against the blocker, not the charger. Lebo looking for his 40th in a row from the line and his 9th point today. Leads all scorers.
A referee does not have to be competent. He has to be consistent. If he is consistently incompetent, he is a good referee.
As strange as that sounds, you're absolutely right on. Lebo is in the 40s now in succession.
She lost a foot.
And he's outscored Duke 9-8. 41 straight. And Carolina again with a 12-point lead. Here's that trap. And a foul on Fox. I would imagine Dean Smith gave his Tar Heels quite a pep talk today. He wants to win this game. Although the tournament ahead carries a lot of importance, the ACC Championship carries a lot of bragging rights. And Dean Smith doesn't like the fact he's lost 4 of the last 5 to the team just 10 miles down the road, Duke. Snyder misses everything. Abdelnaby saves to Ferry. Ferry's throw is intercepted by Fox, and he can't control.
Good hustle that time by Fox. If he could have controlled the ball, it would have been 2 points for JR. He was free, breaking down court. Carolina's packing underneath. They won't allow Danny to shoot from the outside.
And they're really overplaying all the passing lanes. A push as Ferry got a shove in the back.
Dean Smith is working harder this game on the officials than I've noticed in the last 10 years.
Dean Smith with 662 career wins, only 5 behind the Wizard of Westwood, John Wooden.
He feels a threat coming from Coach K, and he's a pro. He's going back at that threat.
12 minutes to go, first half.
Seeing it's St. Patrick's Day coming up.
That's right, this coming week. Ferry and Duke trailing by 12, and a big three-pointer from Phil Henderson.
That was real big because it'll loosen up the defense down low.
Lebo tries to answer with 3 and just misses. Reid, who has not scored yet, can't handle it, and Abdelnaby saves for Duke. Ferry to Snyder. Henderson to Bricky. Ooh, that's a tough. Oh, he makes a line driver. Oh, my.
I wonder if he released the ball before he charged. That doesn't count. Let's see if they count it.
No basket.
He didn't release the ball before he charged. Bricky gives a nice fake there. Up he goes. He leans towards the basket. Excellent call by Paparo. Foggy, they call him. He wasn't foggy there.
20-11, North Carolina. Well, you get down to the NCAA tournament time, and the good teams play good defense, and you're watching 2 teams that really work at that end of the court.
Well, both coaches learned from great teachers. Give him a lead pass.
Henderson on the solo. Set up by Bricky's defensive play, and Henderson leads Duke with 7, and that 12-point lead is cut to 7. And some of the Blue Devil fans now letting their voices be heard.
It's JR time.
Reid has not scored yet. Lebo inside hits a tough banker.
In among the red trees.
12 points for Lebo. He's been rather silent on the offensive end of late. Off to a great start today. Abdelnaby can't handle the pass, and Reid loses it. Henderson to Ferry. Over Reid, won't drop. Bricky bats it back out on the save to Snyder.
We get a new 45-second clock. Set up, half-court offense. Henderson over to Danny, let it fly.
3-point try. Ferry off to a touchdown. Bricky,
good hustle.
Finally tied up.
North Carolina gets the ball. The arrow's pointing that way. Yeah, Lebo's kind of aggressive. He's having a Super Bowl game. Lenny Wirtz is a little bit too small down here to get among these ball players.
Bricky, first of all, did a good job getting it away from Madden, but then Lebo sneaks in and pulls it away from Bricky.
And there's Lenny. One of the best officials in the business. He has worked 6 NCAA Final Fours, including Magic against the Bird in 1979 in Salt Lake City.
One of the most memorable of all NCAA finals, Indiana State and Michigan State.
Still the most watched college basketball game in the history of the game.
We're under the 10-minute mark of the first half, and North Carolina leading all the way, has a 9-point lead, but picks up an offensive foul. Let's go back to Ferry and how they're defending the All-America for Duke.
Bucknell, you can't hold them like that. That's not allowed, not even in England.
I asked Steve Bucknell about his parents who watched the game last Sunday, first time they'd ever seen an American game, Chapel Hill. I said, what was their reaction? He said they didn't know when it was over. Said, no one shot a gun. No one. He said they couldn't figure out how that all developed.
Good D by King Rice.
Oh, a lot of hands-on defense being allowed. Ferry has Williams block it. Smith picks up the loose ball and scores. John Smith, his first points.
Dean's up on the bench again. So's Coach K. Oh, that's a walk. Lost control of the ball. King Rice has a swollen right hand.
Rice with that wrist injury, a thumb injury. 22-15 the score, and Carolina once ahead by 12. Finds Duke shaving that lead to 7 and with a chance to cut even deeper into it.
That was great camera work there.
Watch out. Did they allow him a step? How they call it? Nope. They did. They say that he had a chance to stop. I didn't see it that way, but
you've got to allow room for the guy to come down. Got the ball in his hands. It's a good call, but I don't like it. I think you got to allow a man to come down with the ball when he's in the air.
Now 9 minutes to go. This is Chilcutt. He has it knocked away, and Henderson with a steal. Laettner deflected the pass. Henderson, and now they're going to call Williams for the block.
Yeah, he kind of stepped in that time. About 6 inches he moved over, but there's no party time out there. This isn't a make-believe scrimmage. This is real contact work.
Have you seen a more physical game this year than this one?
Not so far, but the physical game favors North Carolina. Again, because of their bodies, because of their 9-10-man rotation. And we call that in the game a slow whistle, which relates to a pro game.
Henderson, one of the few Duke players today, and perhaps the only one with a hot hand. He's 3 for 3 shooting, and this is his 8th point. 22-16, North Carolina.
Just under 9 minutes left in the first half.
Averaging nearly 12 a game, Phil Henderson, and 9 in the first half, and it's a 5-point game. 8:51 to go.
Carolina knows they lost 4 out of the last 5 games against Duke.
Fox jamming his way in. Chilcutt comes up with a loose ball. Lebo for 3. Kubek for Duke. And here come the Blue Devils, trailing by only 5. Throwing it away was Kubek, and Lebo with a steal.
It should have been a bounce pass.
Rice has it deflected away, and it's Abdelnaby. Now both teams playing loosely at the moment. This is a repeat of last year's ACC Tournament Championship Game. Smith way off the mark. Abdelnaby. It's 22-19.
Dean Smith's right on that last call. Excuse me, Dick. Allah did push. Dean's up, moving his arm, saying he pushed him on the rebound.
Duke paring Carolina's 12-point advantage down to 3. Last year was Duke 65-61 in the finals, and Rick Fox nails a 3-pointer for Carolina. The Devils answer at the other end.
Once you beat that trap, underneath the basket is open.
Away from the ball, 3-second violation on North Carolina. And with it, a timeout. 6:55 left in the first half. Carolina leads Duke by 4. And of course, the pairings will be out by then, and we'll get your insights into that as well as your philosophy of life, which in itself is a show. 25-21, Duke with that run of 13-5. And they have the ball with a chance to whittle away some more. Despite Ferry's cold hand, but not with that one, and it's a 2-point game. The closest that Duke has been since the opening bell.
Not as much Ferry's cold hand as Carolina's defense on him, Dick.
Madden gets the bounce. Kevin Madden. Ferry blows around Madden, but he can't hit the jumper. Buckley in the game, can't save. Madden to Bucknall. King Rice rarely shoots, way off the mark, and Snyder with a rebound. And Jeff Lebo is going to come back in a hurry for North Carolina.
Seems that Carolina's winning by about 12, 14 points. It's only 4.
Play Buckley. To John Smith for 3, way short. Scott Williams with a rebound.
JR has position. He's going to take him.
Over Ferry. J.R. Reid's first points of the game.
When he makes that move, he literally shoots down at the basket. Trap in the corners.
Ferry and Reid reaching in from the backside, knocks it away. Mid-American Conference final in their championship, and Kent State pulling within 5 of the regular season conference champion Ball State. Well, J.R. Reid and Danny Ferry. Reid 1 for 3 and Ferry 2 for 9. So neither man doing that well, but both are getting their share of defense thrown at him. Abdul Nabi with the inbound shot, way short. Reid with a rebound. Bucknall to Chilcutt, great pass. And after Duke had pulled within 2, Carolina opens up an 8-point lead.
Abdul Nabi will be coming out because he played poor defense that time. It was atrocious. Let's see if it happens.
It's going to be a holding foul on Fox. His 3rd, the first player in the game with 3.
Up, there he goes. I told you. You see how these coaches work, how important defense is. Alla played terrible defense last time down, got caught on the outside, and knowing Coach K and Coach Dean that, hey, you've got to play defense first. It's a team game. We learned that in the Olympics in Seoul.
And you don't have to be just a basketball fan to understand that principle. It's defense that wins the big games in all sports. Pitching wins in baseball, good defense wins in football, and so it is here. And as you look ahead to the tournament later on, we'll show you the top 7 teams in the nation in terms of field goal percentage allowed. The best defenses. Got to figure that the winner might come out of that group.
Offense is like the stock market, up and down. That rim sometimes a rain barrel, other times the teacup. Defense is like water. It finds its level. It's there every day. You can teach defense, the size of your motor, the size of your heart.
Bill Henderson's 2 free throws. It's a 6-point game and a turnover as Laettner comes up with it. Ferry with Reid on him. Great pass to Laettner. Oh, my.
That was an outstanding pass.
4 points for Christian Laettner. 4-point lead, Carolina.
Duke still in the man-to-man. Trying to force those baseline men to play higher. That's why they pressure the guards.
Bucknall has his pass deflected. Now they trap Bucknall. Good. feed to Madden, who works that baseline so well. Madden with 8.
Madden comes up limping. Referee's timeout. He has a bad thigh. Might have just got it bumped again.
Grew up about 30 miles from the University of Virginia campus in Staunton, Virginia. They were the state champions when Madden was a junior and regarded as one of the top players in the country, matriculating at Carolina, and then had some academic problems. Didn't start well, but boy, he's delivered in this his junior year, averaging 14-4 a game.
He has a body by Fisher.
At the conclusion of today's game, we'll select a Chevrolet Most Valuable Player for each team, and Chevrolet will donate $1,000 to the General Scholarship Fund of each school. Just over 4 minutes to go in this opening half, and Carolina leads by 6. Duke with the ball. Ferry to Snyder to Laettner.
Roommate to roommate, then to the freshman.
Ball never touching the floor. That is fun to see.
King Rice sets up the offense. They want to punch it down low if they can. JR got him. Take him to school, JR.
He did indeed. And not only did Snyder get a foul, he got an elbow in the chops.
Well, Snyder was in the wrong position that time, reaching in on that tidal wave going towards the iron.
Second foul on Snyder. Let's go back to the pass at the other end by Duke.
As I said, roommate to roommate. Ferry kicks it over. Watch how quick he kicks it over to Quinn. And Quinn bounces it with a flip into the freshman. And that's all she wrote.
There's not a coach in the country at any level that wouldn't be pleased with that kind of basket. JR has his 3rd point of the game. Reid is closing in on 1,500 points in his career. He needs 3 more.
He's averaging 17 a game, I believe.
And a timeout with 3.5 minutes to go. North Carolina has a 6-point lead. 3.5 minutes till the intermission. Stay with us. Jimmy Cefalo with other scores. State Farm's rules of the game. Technical fouls and the Foot Locker Slam Fest Finals. Mike Conley, the defending champion, against the Raiders' Tim Brown. 50,000 to the winner. Lob to Bricky was not a good pass, and it's Carolina going the other way with King Rice. Snyder led Bricky a bit too much.
Those lobs have to be higher. Can't throw them like a clothesline. Get a loop in them.
Deflected by Laettner. He's done a good job defensively.
His hands are quicker than you think. Now he has to get his feet to be that quick.
Inside, Ferry, Lebo, and Reid double team him.
Every time Ferry touches the ball, they double down. Good walk time.
Ricky lost control on his shot, and Scott Williams for North Carolina trying to fight his own man, Reid.
Hey, buddy, get out of the way.
North Carolina, 35, Duke, 29. 2.5 minutes to go in the first half. Lebo throws it away.
These are 2 big guys down here now. Watch them banging and pushing. It's not a contact sport, remember. All this is legal.
Reid at 260 and Ferry at about 230. Away from the ball, holding on Bucknall.
If you'll see the calls on the weak side of the court, that's the side of the court that the refs are not on. This is why they added the 3rd official. Also, the NBA this year added the 3rd official. The NBA this year took 7 referees out of the ACC.
Look at that. Each team perfect from the line. Robert Bricky, however, has not had a solid year free throw shooting, just 56% on the season.
He's the worst
first point.
He's the worst shooter from the foul line. Got it.
It's a day for charity.
And he didn't pick his heels off the ground. He should pick his heels off the floor, but they went in. If it pleases you, fine. Those heels should come up. They're not going to come up, but they should.
Dancing too, or just in?
Oh, they came up that time.
So Bricky, that's 18 free throws in the game total and 18 made. 10 for 10 for Duke. 8 in a row for Carolina. Ricky goes out. John Smith returns. Lebo hasn't taken a shot in quite some time after the red-hot opener. Bucknall, Madden left alone for 3. Smith to Henderson. Duke with the ball trailing by 4. Smith inside to Ferry, knocked away by Lebo. Robert Brickey returns for Quinn Snyder. Snyder, a second-team academic All-America this year from Mercer Island, Washington.
He wants to go home for the Battle of Seattle. Got away with a step.
Anderson with Brickey, the offensive rebound and the follow. It's 35-33 North Carolina.
All the athletes out there, the one with the most athletic ability is Brickey, Robert Brickey from Duke. Didn't say he's the best basketball player, best athletic ability.
Bucknall won't fall, but Williams right there to jam in the rebound. 4 for Scott Williams. They split the season series. Carolina winning at Duke by 20. Henderson way outside. Ferry over Madden. And Scott Williams gets the loose ball. And then last week, Duke won at Chapel Hill. Reid with a long pass, and he can't control.
I'd pull it up for 1.
13 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock, so Duke must shoot. Shot clock at 30.
Down the horn now. First zone. Now they adjust to man-to-man.
Shot clock at 20. Ferry all alone. 6 points for Ferry. And it'll be North Carolina with a final shot.
So by taking the clock down like that, the worst that Duke could have went in was 6 down. Now the worst they can go in is 4 down.
Or 5.
And the way they played, it's very fortunate. First half, it looked like Carolina should be ahead by about 14 points.
Bucknall making his move with 4 seconds underneath to Reid. He scores at the buzzer. Well, Ferry and Reid, who had quiet first half, score the final baskets of the opening 20 minutes. And at the intermission, North Carolina 39, Duke 35. The pertinent statistics officially first half. Carolina out shooting Duke considerably, 61 to 38%. Both teams perfect at the free throw line. There's those big 15 turnovers, big 15 against Carolina, 9 committed by Duke. Individual scoring reads this way. For North Carolina, Jeff Lebo with 12. Phil Henderson leads Duke with 11 points. Ferry with only 6 in the first half. And J.R. Reid with but 5 in the first half. And we're ready to go. Second half, Duke will get the ball first. Carolina leading at halftime today, and they're a perfect 22-0 this year when they led at the intermission. Let's see if that holds up.
Don't forget, Dick, any time that Duke scores 80 points, they've won all year.
Ferry takes the first shot of the second half and dribbles it off the front edge of the rim. A 2-pointer, 8 points for Ferry.
First half, those shots were not dropping.
Duke has never led in the game. Madden inside, intercepted by Laettner again. Oh, he's been the right man in the right spot for Duke. Ferry, that could give the Blue Devils the lead, but he's short on it, and Williams has the rebound. Scott Williams at the other end, jamming into Ferry, no foul. And there's the foul, and the basket is good. Scott Williams getting his own putback, his 7th rebound of the game.
Watch Danny Ferry fly out, hard acting. Now watch Scott Williams give the mambo fake. There's the mambo fake. Then up he goes when you come down. A little bit of a touch foul, but it was a foul.
It's an interesting sequence. There lots of contact in the first one, no whistle, and then the whistle blows on the second. And Williams converts the 3-point play. 42-37, North Carolina, a minute into the second half. North Carolina has not won this ACC Tournament Championship since '82. That was a significant year, the year they won the NCAA. Ferry's three-point try, rebounded by Madden. Nice pass underneath to Madden, and he is fouled by Laettner. Laettner thought he had ball. He gets his second foul.
Looks to me like Laettner might have caught part of the wrist that time. Let's see. You be the judge. Came from the backside. Watch him come in here from the backside. Yep, he got wrist.
Kevin Madden at the line for North Carolina. 8 points in the first half. And there's the first miss of the game by either team. (43-37) North Carolina. Henderson has it stolen away by Lebo. Lebo, the game's leading scorer, with a dozen. Traveling on Steve Bucknall.
Bucknall had 5 turnovers, or 4 the first half. I'm not sure which. There's another one.
He had 4.
Dean Smith on that jump that time said, hey, let's call it both ways.
Ferry inside to Laettner, and a reach-in foul on Lebo. He knew it. First on Jeff Lebo. Had a fine career here at North Carolina. Been one of the solid players in the ACC from his freshman season.
Him and Bucknall won the championship ring. They've never won the championship in the ACC, never been to the Final Four.
Try by Quinn Snyder is his first bucket of the game. Williams at the other end misses the layup. Laettner rebounds to Snyder. 1 against 3. Now Ferry. Ferry along the baseline, blocked from behind by Reid. Bricky can't hit. Laettner is grabbed and thrown. Boy, that's like a scramble in front of the net in hockey.
Scott Williams put his hands on his shoulder and kind of held him down. Here's a shot from up above.
That'll rattle the cage, that action.
There's the foul right there by Scott Williams. After he grabs him by the shoulder and he says, get out of here. And Dean Smith says, come take a rest in Pine City.
Oh, Dean Smith yelling something down at Mike Krzyzewski, and Krzyzewski looking back and just answered no.
Well, both outstanding coaches. Just who's going to blink first in today's game.
And Smith is still looking at Krzyzewski and saying something. Laettner. And the Duke free throw shooting continues to be perfect as he looks for his 8th point. Apparently, Krzyzewski yelling at Scott Williams for the foul, and Smith apparently saying, hey, just talk to your own players. Tapped out, and Duke will get a chance to cut 43-40, and the pass was too strong. Ferry surprised Laettner.
Ferry, you got to give a warning on that. That's too tight. Oh, this is the last time down before. He couldn't get up. A couple of kicks there unintentional. Staying down for the count.
Madden, no one picks him up. He scores, and he's fouled by Bricky. That was typical North Carolina, getting the ball down court in a hurry. One quick pass, and Madden all alone underneath.
I call that their Boston Celtics move.
Kevin Madden with a chance at a three-point play as he looks for his 12th point.
Second team all ACC.
And a foul on Fox. That'll be his 4th. I think there's any correlation between how much makeup paint you use and your IQ? Or you had that theory? Isn't it your theory that the brighter the student body is, the crazier they are?
The brighter they are, the more vulgar they are.
They don't sit down, that Duke rooting section, whether they're home or on the road.
The only place they sit down is in the library.
Snyder forcing his pass, and it went off Ricky, out of bounds to North Carolina. SEC Championship, and Florida leads Alabama by 3 early in the first half, and Ball State holds on. 2-point win over Kent State for the Mid-American Championship. Through Reid's hands, and Reid gets away with a good push. No foul. Boy, they're really letting him play.
That was out in the open. As I always tell you, All-Americans can do a little bit more than guys that aren't All-Americans.
And Scott Williams, you knew that next whistle was going to sound.
Here they are at the other end just before with JR and Ferry. Now watch when JR turns over. He's frustrated with himself. Okay, give him a push. That's it.
Yeah, I guess they figured it really didn't affect play. Had Ferry walked, then they would have called the whistle.
Obviously. No harm, no foul.
Snyder goes for the 3. Williams has it taken away. Ferry scores. Does it count?
No, I think they called Henderson for reaching in that time.
Ricky got the foul. Watch number 21, his 3rd.
Now watch Ferry steal this ball. This quick hand. Piece of cake.
But the ball had been knocked loose by Bricky, so no basket. 3.5 minutes into the second half. Carolina with the ball and a 5-point advantage. Knocked out of bounds by Snyder. Duke 1 for 11 3-point shooting today after hitting 70% in their first 2 games of this tournament.
I think Snyder's wearing down Lebo physically. There goes it, picks down. Constantly Carolina picks down. Blind side.
Ferry steals it from Reid.
Got away with a foul that time.
Henderson forcing the shot and hitting. Phil Henderson, the hottest of the Devils, with 13 points.
It was not good shot selection, even though it went in.
Scott Williams over Ala Abdelnaby, and he was fouled by number 30 Abdelnaby. 3rd on him. Nestle's Bay Hill tournament. 8th point for Scott Williams. David Love, the leader by a couple of shots going into the final round. Williams hits a deuce. Timeout here at the Omni in Atlanta. 15 minutes, 41 seconds remaining, and Carolina leads by 5. Carolina leading by as many as 12 points in the first half. Has never relinquished a lead. Duke has pulled within twice late in the first half, early here in the second half, but it's North Carolina now by 5. 47-42, 4.5 minutes into the second half.
First legitimate zone faced all day. Carolina's in a 2-3. Shot should come from the outside.
Oh. Ferry with a quick turnaround over Scott Williams. Well, he not only gets rid of his passes trigger fast, boy, he can get that ball on its way to the iron in a hurry.
I don't think you'll see the zone the next time down. Let's see what happens.
Foul on Bucknall, an offensive foul right in front of Dean Smith. And it's Bucknall's 3rd.
Let's see if they're changing defenses. I believe Dean will change it. He won't stay in that zone. Let's see.
Steve Bucknall, who had a big game last Sunday against Duke in Chapel Hill when he scored 23 to lead the Tar Heels, has not scored in the game today.
They went to man like I thought.
Williams on Abdelnaby. Bucknall draws Smith from the man-to-man. Ferry and Reid inside to Abdelnaby. And it's a one-point game. This is the closest that Duke has been in the entire game.
The assist came from Danny Ferry again.
Bucknall pinned on the baseline and gets it off to Williams.
Jeff is free. Snyder got it there in time.
Madden to Reid. J.R. Reid has his 7th point. And Carolina by 3.
JR's playing up man-to-man on Danny Ferry.
Henderson, Snyder all alone for 3. And again, the three-point shot not falling for Duke. They're 1 for 12. Madden, can he save it? No. Oh, come back, Kevin. On his way to Staunton, Virginia. That looked like you coming home from the party last night.
He knocked over 14 soft drinks, 2 coffees.
Duke with the ball, trailing by 3 at 49-46. King Rice comes in to the North Carolina lineup. Rice on Snyder. Snyder, another 3-point try, and again it won't fall. Out of bounds to North Carolina, off Abdelnaby. JR screaming for the ball. He had beaten Ferry down court. Both Ferry and Snyder are 0 for 4 from 3-point range in this game. Rice gets a pick from Madden.
Rice doesn't look to shoot often enough.
No, the running hook. Snyder gets it for Duke. Well, Carolina has turned a bit cold in the stage, but Duke has not taken advantage. Abdelnaby alone. 49-48, and there's another assist for Danny Ferry. 7 minutes into the second half, a 1-point game.
If I was going to play Duke, I use a combination with a man-to-man on Danny Ferry.
Reid can't hit the drive. Here comes Duke with a chance to gain the lead for the first time.
Good decision by Robert Bricky that time to set up. Get the ball in Ferry's hands.
Now it'll be John Smith. 2-point try. Reid with a rebound. And a foul on Bricky. His 4th. And the 6th Duke team foul. Carolina with 5.
I think it's JR this time who goes up and gets a rebound. And then Bricky reaches in, but after he reaches in, he pushes him out of bounds.
Dean Smith said, "You're right on with that call," and Mike Krzyzewski said, "You couldn't have been more off."
One guy says beautiful, the other guy says, hey, that's a throw-up.
Show you how this tournament has gone when the team scores first. There's not been one lead change in any game of this tournament, including this game today. (49-48) North Carolina. Madden. Reid. J.R. Reid. 51-48 Carolina. 10 points for Reid. That matches Danny Ferry's total. John Smith. Nice move.
They moved in Kubek for perimeter shooting. The Blue Devils. These are both prime-time teams. They're both in the top 12 in the country that can win it all.
Lebo. No one picks him up on the drive. First foul on Lebo. His second. And there you see the sign, TV timeout. Oops, Henderson and Rice with a little push and shove match. Watch out. And they quickly pull them apart. As we were leaving for that commercial break, here's what happened. Henderson being pulled away, Madden pushing him. Henderson had already shoved at King Rice as they exchanged little bumps. And Mike Krzyzewski and Danny Ferry trying to sort things out. Boy, Madden looked like he really had a bead on somebody. Here comes JR. And now the officials have talked to both head coaches. Here comes Lenny Wirtz.
Intentional technical on number 3 White, 2 in the ball for Carolina.
Say that once more,
Phil Henderson.
Intentional technical foul, 3 White. It was after the timeout was granted.
So the timeout had occurred. That's Lenny Wirtz's voice that you heard, and Phil Henderson did initiate it with a shove on King Rice. So it's a 2-shot technical and the ball to Carolina. What a key play in a 1-point game.
Because it was after the timeout was called, Dick. And that was Lenny Wirtz, a very outstanding official. Has been around many, many years. I told you earlier he's worked 6 NCAA Final Fours. He also put about 5 years in the NBA years ago.
Yeah, you know who'll shoot those free throws. That'll be a man who hasn't missed since January 3rd. There's the announcement to the crowd, and of course Carolina likes that. Lebo's last miss was 3 days after the start of this year against Pepperdine.
Much more difficult to hit technical fouls, Dick, because there's no one lined up. You don't have that picket line. You're not used to it. But I still think he'll make them all. Let's see.
Got 41 in a row.
I tell you, see, once they don't line up, it's a different setting. I believe years ago that 2 years ago when Syracuse lost that championship game in Indiana, that Syracuse should have put guys in that foul line rather than bringing them back. I thought it meant the championship.
So Lebo starts a new string, but is short of the all-time ACC record. Jeff Lamp's name will stay in the Atlantic Coast Conference record book in consecutive free throws with his 48 in a row.
I'm real pleased about what I just said there.
Yeah, you were right on.
Well, I'm just pleased with it. It's personal pleasure. Odd man to man. They'll blow a quick whistle now.
Reid's line drive shot not there, and Snyder takes it away from his teammate Ferry and roommate. Again, in case you're just joining us, 11 minutes to go in the second half. The ACC Championship in the Omni in Atlanta. Duke has never led in the game. Carolina got out of the blocks early, 8-2, 10-2, and 12-2. And Laettner trying to set up Kubek and the foul. Duke has pulled within 1, but has never had the lead or tied the game.
They're in the bonus. It's a 1-on-1, Dick. He made a freshman mistake that time. After he heard the whistle, he passed rather than putting the shot up and getting 2 shots. This way, Christian has to make his first shot to get the second. If that was Danny Ferry, he would have put the shot up and had 2 shots.
Laettner 3 for 4 today. Remember 2 weeks ago against Arizona, he was up there with a chance to tie the game in 1 second to go.
And last week, King Rice.
The same, yes, a good free throw shooter. So this could tie it, and it would be the first time today we've had a tie game. At 52 it is. 10:54 to go. So that technical really didn't hurt Duke all that much. Lebo making only 1 free throw, and they missed the shot by Reid. Boy, the intensity of the defense. Madden. Reid gets a loose ball. And a foul on Snyder.
You're going to see very quick whistles now. These refs, they're the best refs in the ACC and some of the best in the country. They will not let this game get out of control. Now, this is really a hairline call here. Either one could have went for the ball. When Quint reached over is when they blew the whistle. Good call.
Third foul on Snyder. At the line, Herman Reid Jr. And Carolina again is in the lead. 11 points for Reid in the game. He had 17 each in the first 2 games of this tournament. It's just above his average on the year. There you see the head-to-head. Big assist lead for Ferry, 6-0 in the passing. But Reid's outscored the All-America Ferry.
Reid also leads big in the rebound end of it. Here's that zone again. Only the 2nd time in this game.
Snyder for 3. Again, they miss. Icy from outside, Duke. 1 for 14. Reid powering his way in, and Laettner with a rebound. Now he looks scrawny, but he's got a 225-pound frame, and he's pretty tough. Once he gets his mitts on the ball, no one seems to be able to get it away from him. Laettner we're talking about. And he travels.
Traveled that time because he tried to make an offensive move, the defensive man not being up on him. Always remember out there, guys and girls, you must go up to your defensive man before you can control him. Just the opposite of what most people think. Ooh, quick move by Henderson.
And Bucknall with a good save and can't hit. John Smith over the back of his teammate Laettner, and he comes up limping. 9:38 to go. Duke trails by 2. Blue Devils with the ball. Inside to Ferry, knocked away and saved by Bucknall. And Scott Williams is hurt. I believe he deflected the pass with his hand. He may have jammed a finger or thumb. Let's see it again. Scott Williams, watch the hand as he reaches in. Number 42.
It looks like it caught his thumb that time, Dick. You can see he pulled it back.
He's hurting. 16,723. A sellout a year ago.
For some reason, North Carolina comes up with injuries just before the NCAA. One of the big problems Dean had in the last decade, outside the time he won at New Orleans, is that a lot of his players are down with injuries during the NCAA tournament.
Bucknall missing the three-pointer at the other end, and now Duke again looking for the tie. Laettner takes the shot. Ooh, what a rebound by Kubek.
Bad
no
foul
basket.
that time by Lebo. He came underneath him.
Lebo has the foul, his 3rd.
That really should be a 2-shot foul.
Excuse me, Coach. That's the 4th foul on Lebo, a man that Dean Smith can ill afford to lose. He'll replace him now, and King Rice comes in. Lebo, the senior, to the bench.
They can't float off Lebo, but they can float a little bit off King Rice.
J.R. Reid, after a short blow, comes in for Chilcutt. And at the line for Duke is Greg Kubek, the sophomore from Clifton Park, New York. Shenandoah High School, north of Albany. He's a 74% free throw shooter, and he misses. And it's last. Oh, Ferry got a good call there. It appeared he touched it last. They say Reid was the man who nudged it out of bounds.
I think Ferry got a piece of that. Yes, he did.
Bad pass, but Laettner saves. Henderson for 3. They can't buy a three-point shot. Foul is on Laettner over the back.
Laettner cleared out with his left arm that time.
Again, let's repeat that statistic because it is so startling. In the first 2 games of this tournament, Duke from three-point range shot 7 for 10. And today they're 1 for 15. Carolina's three-pointers coming early, too, from Jeff Lebo in the opening minutes of the game.
They have a pep band tournament here, and all the 8 teams go into it. Every game has been exactly the same. Each pep band has won or lost according to what their team has done. Who do you think won in the finals?
You tell me.
Duke won 44-43.
It's Carolina leading in the big game right now by 3. Florida and Alabama at halftime. The Tide leading by 2 in a low-scoring game, and just underway in the Big East. Georgetown with the early lead against the Orangemen. Kevin Madden gets 1 out of 2, and Laettner rebounds. So a 3-point lead for Carolina. Plenty of time, 8.5 minutes to go. Fox goes for the steal. Scott Williams comes in for North Carolina. Madden will go out, and Jeff Lebo is now returning for the Tar Heels for King Rice.
Does Jeff have 4 fouls? Personal fouls?
4 fouls on Lebo. There's the total substitutions in the game. Both coaches could almost work an NHL game, changing on the fly. Another 3-point try, and finally a hit. Henderson ties the game at 55. Second time we've had a tie game.
Every time Carolina goes to the zone, they get in trouble.
Lebo, pullback. Duke has not led, and their fans feel this is the time. Henderson, Laettner, Reid rebounds.
That was a powerful rebound, JR, that time.
Well, that was body and soul that he went up with. Pullback. Oh, hawking the ball and finally gets the steal. Henderson, and it's stolen back by Fox. Lebo for 3. Williams puts it back, and Carolina leads 57-55.
That's a set play by Dean Smith. When the man's on rebound position underneath like Scott Williams was, Lebo pulls up to the 3-pointer when the numbers are right.
Williams averaging 11, has 11 today. Kicked by Lebo. The officials didn't see it.
And the swan dive by the guy from L.A.
Scott Williams is hurt again.
Oh, I didn't know he was hurt. I knew he dove for the ball. There was no contact. He was just going after the ball. There's Lebo kicking the ball. Now here goes the dive. Out he goes. Yep, something maybe caught his knee when he went down.
He's okay. May have knocked the wind out of him, and he leaves the court with a timeout. 6:57 left. We'll be back after these messages from your local station. Dick Enberg and Al McGuire at the Omni, sold out just under 17,000. Scott Williams in that nosedive at the far end of the court, icing the right shoulder, but appears to be okay. Earlier jammed a finger. Duke trailing North Carolina 57-55. Duke with the ball, just under 7 minutes to go, and the Blue Devils shooting improving slightly. It's Carolina having its trouble. There's a dive, and over and back will be the call. No, traveling is the call by Paparo against Ferry.
Give credit here to Jeff Lebo. 4 personal fouls. He went after the ball. But there they go. Now he moved with the ball, and the call is not over and back, but walking.
Actually, Ferry was out of bounds as well. His legs were out of bounds. So
if you could just stop for a second and look at the bodies on North Carolina. Look at the body on JR, on Fox, and on
Bucknall,
Madden, and even Lebo. They're just all defensive space eaters.
your guys were always long and slender, and you didn't have those bodies. Well, Whitehead, I remember, but most of your guys were more lean, weren't they?
I like them lean. I like them mobile.
Carolina with the ball and a 2-point lead, and Fox with a nice move, but can't hit the shot. Abdelnaby rebounds for the Blue Devils. As close as they've been, Duke unable to gain the lead on Carolina.
Combination down low.
Reid on Ferry, underneath Abdelnaby. Another assist to Danny Ferry. The game tied at 57. 8 points for Abdelnaby. Fox, Ferry, Madden, or no, it's Bucknall. Madden now working underneath. Ricky on him. Here's a match of the All-Americas, and Ferry got a piece of it. Abdelnaby can't take it away, and Fox for three. Oh, look at him battle. And finally, it's Abdelnaby and a foul on Bucknall.
Nice rebound by Madden. That time he couldn't control the ball.
That's the fourth foul on London, England, Steve Bucknall. And with 5:44 to go, more changes as Madden goes out, Fox out. Williams returns along with Rice for Carolina.
Duke having its huddle. A lot of times that huddle is setting up their defense. The foul shots made. Should we press? Should we press at three-quarter court or just go back and token it?
John Smith from Fort Washington, Maryland, a pre-med major, the senior, averaging 7+ on the season, looking for 2 to tie.
Well, he's a role player. Whatever it takes, he'll do.
Take that. This is to take the lead for the first time. We're tied at 57. Duke, for the initial time of the game at 5:44 to go, has finally caught and passed North Carolina.
And that was all net.
Said that this game has been a springboard. Duke won it last year by 4 against Carolina, went to the Final Four. In '83, North Carolina State was the upset winner, went on and won the NCAA championship. In '82, Carolina won, and that was their only NCAA championship. There is a correlation. Bucknall ties it, and he's fouled.
Watch Bucknall this time. It's like Big Ben. He chimed.
And he gets the foul from Abdelnaby, his 4th. Yeah, Big Ben. I like that. That's a nice call. First points of the day. The clock has been quiet.
He's the one that really wants a championship something. He's the fellow that told me I haven't had any championships. I hear about all these great 27 averages we got in wins and so forth. I want a championship. The first one I want is the ACC Championship now, and then I want to go to Seattle.
And Jeff Lebo would echo those remarks, the other senior for North Carolina. 60 to 59 as Bucknall's first points of the game recapture the lead for the Tar Heels.
Duke has won 4 of the last 5 meetings between these two great clubs.
Well, look at Ferry and Reid battling inside, away from the ball. Smith got caught in midair, had to throw it away. Under 5 minutes to go. Carolina by 1. Look at the action away from the ball for Carolina. Reid again. No foul, and Reid scores and then yells at Ferry. Really challenged and taunted Ferry.
That time Danny did overact it.
Reid is really working on Ferry. Watch away from the ball.
Watch
Ferry.
this, watch this. Oh, I thought he'd hit that one.
And a whistle you couldn't hear with all the noise. And Scott Williams is down for the 3rd time. I don't know if they waived the 3 knockdown rule.
Well, I hope he's not hurt, but he was down with that dive before I gave that dive 8.5. Then he had the bad thumb earlier, but he's certainly making the maximum effort on every play.
Boy, it looked like he had good position, too. He did snap his head on that as he went down. Ferry might have gotten away with one there. 11 points, 11 rebounds for Scott Williams in another solid game.
And the Duke student body saying TKO, TKO.
It was the whiplash effect when he hit the court with the back of his head. 4th foul on Williams. And at the line, Danny Ferry, who has only 10 points today, 5 for 15 shooting, and only 4 points in the second half. So he's way under his brilliant season average.
Well, I'll say one thing. Scott Williams comes to play. He sacrifices his body out there. He'll be back in.
Ferry to shoot 2. 4:26 to go.
And the arrow favors the Tar Heels. Both coaches have 4 timeouts left, so get comfortable. We'll be around for a while.
They're going to use them. They'll spend those.
Now Ferry hits both free throws. It's 62-61 North Carolina. Rick Fox with 4 fouls is in for Scott Williams.
Snyder doing an excellent job on Lebo.
Bucknall to Fox. Nice assist. 9 points. Rick Fox.
Laying off Laettner. Let him shoot from out there.
He hits it.
He drilled it.
So 11 points for Laettner, who fills it up from 17.
The book says anything over 12 feet, let him have. The book is wrong. Put his knee in that time.
And that may be 5 on Laettner. No, it's only 4. He started toward the bench as if he thought that was it for him.
Christian has good hand and arm movement, but very poor foot movement. He put it in. Good call.
Quite often, as you know, those freshmen, that is a common malady, and as they grow into those feet, they do get quicker. Ferry had the same knock on him as a freshman, remember?
And I said 3,001 times, the best thing about a freshman, they become a sophomore.
Oh, I was going to say that.
You never heard it before.
Fox gives Carolina the 2-point edge. 3:47 to go.
Watch them all move into the paint, even before the ball is released here.
Each team now has 3 men with 4 fouls. Timeout. Under 4 minutes to go. North Carolina still leading by 3.
Last year was Coach Mike. I'm not going to tell you. You got to watch.
You're going to be the Jacques Cousteau, and you're going to make your All-Americans
I'm
all
making
fish.
8 guys fish. I'll give you one. Purvis Ellison is an octopus. J.R. Reid's a whale. But you'll enjoy it. Tune in.
Oh, always do. That'll be a big day for NBC that Sunday. We'll have a lot of basketball for you.
Let it go.
Here a 3-point game. Duke with the ball trailing by 3, and Ferry with a tough move inside against Reid has 14 points.
And the Marlin made his move.
Told you, each side has 3 men and playing with 4 fouls. Alvarado, Laettner, Ricky for Duke, and actually 4 now for Carolina. Fox, Bucknall, Williams, and Lebo. Stolen by Laettner. Big play by the freshman. Here comes Duke looking for the lead. Under 3 minutes to go.
They'll lead a little bit off the clock.
Ferry against Reid. Ricky with a big rebound, and he is fouled by Williams. That'll be all for Scott Williams. He leaves with 11 points and 11 rebounds, and it's the rebounding that Carolina will miss.
Also leaves with 3 injuries. Thumb, his knee, and his head.
Ricky, what a key rebound.
There he has inside position. All Scott could do was foul him. Played a good game, son.
He really did. One of the 6 men that Dean Smith has that average between 11 and 15 points a game. There's the other men in immediate danger of disqualification. Ricky at the line has only 4 points in the game.
He's their worst foul shooter, shoots under 60%.
But a perfect 3 for 3 today, and that ties the game at 66. Think they're not into the game? It remains tied as Madden gets the rebound for Carolina.
Now they're starting to get down, dude. That means the defense. When they touch the floor, that means play defense. Carolina doesn't lose its poise. They set up, work their offense, do their spacing.
No, and Laettner gets his hands on it again. Watch out.
You know, I didn't believe when people were telling me that Christian might become another Danny Ferry. I'm not saying he's going to become a Danny Ferry, but he'll be close. He'll be like horseshoes or hand grenades or a drive-in movie.
Yeah, he will be close. He has talent. He's showing that more and more down the stretch for Duke.
Especially in a drive-in movie.
Reid over Ferry. It's a foul on Reid.
Looked like Reid might have cleared out with the inside arm that time. Let's see if we can catch it in the replay.
Well, that's a matchup. Two big bodies, two great talents. Ferry against Reid.
Watch the left arm. Nope, nope. We didn't clear out with it.
Another tough call. Dean Smith.
Dean's doing a tightrope walk. Oh.
66 all at the 2-minute mark to go. Ricky around Fox, loose ball. And alternate possession to Carolina.
Chapel Hill.
Over there on that far sideline, Skeeter Francis, who is retiring. He's been the director of this championship tournament for so many years. Sports information whiz non-Perel here in the ACC. We wish him well in his future endeavors. Lebo inside to Bucknall. What a pass. And a foul
On Henderson. Bucknall takes that one big step, which gets him around the corner and into the promised land. Watch the one big step. There it is.
Second one wasn't exactly tiny. He's hardly petite at his moves. And Dean, with his body language, likes that one and gets the foul. No, it's a big shot for a three-point lead. 69-66 North Carolina.
As active as Dean is today, he'll be around another 10 years minimum.
He might well last long enough to pass Adolph Rupp and be the winningest coach of all time. Bucknall knocks it out of bounds.
I hope he does, and I hope his trusty scout next to him, Bill Guthridge, is there for 10, 11 years to go.
Ferry tries to tie it. He's way off the mark. Knocked away, but it goes to Reid.
Nice pull-up.
Snyder from the backside gets the foul with 1:24 to go.
Fouled the wrong guy.
Timeout, Duke. Stay tuned. Coming up next, Sports World and the final round of the Nestle's Bay Hill Golf Championship. Dean Smith looking for his first ACC Tournament Championship since '82, and that was the year he won and went on to his only NCAA title. And perhaps an omen as his club leads and is at the free throw line with a three-point advantage, 69-66.
And Michael Jordan hit that big shot in New Orleans, the Crescent City.
Madden can't hit the free throw. Ferry with the rebound.
If he would have made that free throw, he would have settled back into his zone. Now he has to stay man-to-man on Duke.
That was a chance missing the front end to go up by 5. Remember, Duke is 2 for 17 from three-point range.
Snyder's open.
He takes the three, misses again. Not close, really. And it's out of bounds to North Carolina.
Coach K does not like the call.
Here comes King Rice in, so they'll use their good free throw shooters here, will Dean Smith.
I think Henderson did hit the ball last.
Both Lebo and Rice are in, so tough free throw shooters.
Plus they're good ball handlers.
Bucknall fouled by Ferry. Second foul on Danny Ferry. Let's check Bucknall at the line. He's solid, 75% on the year, and 2 for 2 today.
Coach K has 3 timeouts remaining. Arrow now favors Duke.
Next year, this championship will move to the new Charlotte Coliseum. In the next 2 seasons, the ACC tournament title will be decided there in the south of North Carolina in Charlotte.
Queen City of the South. They have 7,000 more seats than any other arena in the Carolinas.
70-66 North Carolina with 1:02 to go.
No, they don't have that many more than Dean Smith on campus arena, but they would never allow it at Dean Dome.
Bucknall coolly hits both. A 5-point lead. Snyder misses the drive. Oh, as he bounced by Fox, and the foul will be on Fox.
First, the good officials make eye contact with each other. Then they point to themselves and say, I got the call. They first make eye contact.
As was the case with Williams, Fox leaves with 5 fouls and 11 points. 54 seconds to go. 5-point deficit. 1-1 for Quinn Snyder.
First part of it is very important. First shot. Got to hit that one. Dean wants to move in another ball handler. That's why he's holding King Rice there. He says, can I get him in? He'll probably take out a poorer ball handler, which it might be Madden.
He's going to replace Fox.
He has to replace Fox. Okay, he moved the ball handler in to replace Fox.
Meanwhile, Snyder at the line has had a tough day. He's not a good free throw shooter, and he's not had a good game from the floor. 1 for 9 shooting. He has only 2 points. 71-67.
Very, very important.
And this one would pull Duke within a 3-point shot.
Dean Smith still has Chilcutt on the bench to replace any of those baseline men that get in foul trouble.
54 seconds, so should Carolina get the ball here, leading by 3, and use up the full 45 seconds, Duke would still have 9 seconds left in the game. So they don't have to foul.
They will foul. Ooh,
And he threw it away.
Timeout. Timeout, Duke, right now. Set up. There you go. There's the call.
So Lebo trapped in the backcourt, couldn't find an open man. The turnover to Duke. We'll be back in a moment. Here's Jeff Lebo, the steady backcourt veteran for North Carolina, but half the Duke team or more, 3 men hawking him. He just couldn't find an open man. Tried to get it to Rice, but Rice himself was covered by Bricky and the turnover.
Why Jeff had to move that ball, the 10-second count was moving. He had to get it over that line at half court.
47 seconds to go. Duke's ball trailing by 3, and that 3-point difference is a significant number because Duke has not been able to do much from 3-point range. Ferry is 0 for 5. Snyder is 0 for 6. Smith is 0 for 3. The only man who's been able to hit a tray is Henderson. He is 2 for 3.
And the magic number for Duke is they never lost all year when they scored 80 points. The only way we get 80 today if they'll go to OT, overtime.
Smith left alone for the 3, and he can't hit it. Reid knocks it out of bounds. So with 38 seconds to go, Duke gets another chance.
Give Henderson credit there. He kept the ball alive. Then it went into Reid's hands and out of bounds.
Amazing. 2 for 19, Duke from 3-point range. Shot clock is off. Snyder, Laettner, Henderson. He has the other 2. Misses. Laettner fouled.
That's all for Jeff.
Laettner's done a solid job at good position again with some heftier men around him.
Going to go to Davis. That's his 5th foul, I believe. Jeff Lebo. They got to go to Davis.
So the 3rd Carolina player to foul out, Jeff Lebo, the senior, gets a standing ovation from the Carolina faithful.
At this last ACC championship, he gave us a lot of thrills, Jeff. Thank you. Nice 4 years. Thank you.
So Davis, Hubert Davis, number 40, will come in, and 2 for 20 is unbelievable, and to still be in the game, still have a chance.
You know that shooting 10%.
Maybe that line isn't too close to the hoop after all.
Our producer David Neal can shoot that.
So can George Finkel.
I don't think so.
I won't even talk about our director, Richard Klein.
How about our executive director? Yep. Just about 2-3 weeks ago in the Meadowland, this young man stood up there against Arizona.
with a chance to tie, but he can't make 3 free throws here. He's got 2 shots, trailing by 3, 32 seconds to go. That's his 12th point of the game, plus 6 rebounds.
Well, he's showing me something. He's a gutty young man.
71-69.
It's a shame this game has to end.
Rice gets it, and he was fouled immediately by Ferry. Remember, Rice last Sunday in Chapel Hill had a chance to tie the game or even give Carolina the lead late and couldn't make the front end of a 1-and-1.
Now Rice has the bad hand. He has no pain with it, but it is swollen.
On the season, he's missed only 8 free throws of 64, shooting over 81% from the line. Goes drag racing.
Oh, was he pleased when he hit that? He said, "Thank you, Lord."
And this is the big one because it would require Duke to have 2 possessions.
Well, there's enough time left, 29 seconds. Big for Rice.
4 points.
Made up for last week, right there.
Danny Ferry over the top of the backboard, and the North Carolina fans start to celebrate with 21 seconds to go.
2 for 21 from three-point world.
Carolina 21 seconds from the ACC title. Time now for our Chevrolet Most Valuable Players of this game. Scott Williams for North Carolina, 11 points and 11 rebounds. And Duke's Phil Henderson, who led the Blue Devils with 16 points. Chevrolet donates $1,000 to each school's general scholarship fund, rewarding outstanding students for their academic achievements and also to assist those in financial need. Carolina with 21 seconds to go with the ball and a seemingly unbeatable 4-point lead.
No, it's still a game. They'll foul within 3 seconds maximum. 1,001, 1,002.
Anderson commits the foul.
That wasn't intentional. That wasn't intentional.
No. 50-40, Alabama by 10 against the Gators in the second half in the SEC Championship. Georgetown by 7 late in the first half against rival Syracuse. At the line, Bucknall is 4 for 4 today shooting from the charity. 8 points total. These young kids on both sides want this. I mean, they have to face the other guys just down the highway, Durham and Chapel Hill, all the rest of the year.
Got to shoot from 3 points. Nope.
The Smith shot won't help him, a 2-pointer. 14 seconds ago, they stopped the clock. 76. Check that, 75-71.
Good play by Manning that time, Madden, not fouling.
And another timeout. Mac McGuire himself will be on his bike heading towards Seattle for the big special in 3 weeks. And we wish all of the teams and coaches and great players around the country the very best in the upcoming tournament. And Henderson, that could have been an intentional foul, but it is not called. Stops the clock after 4 seconds. 10 seconds to go.
Henderson reaches in. Here it comes over. As long as the intentional is going towards the ball. Dean's trying to say intentional. He's trying to kill the guy. It should be a 2-shot foul. He's mugging him.
Carolina, when they look back at this one, if they win it, they'll be at the free throw line where they're 26 for 31 today. They've missed only 5 times.
Dick, the game is tops. It's over.
King Rice making amends for his missed free throw last Sunday. And he hits all 4 down the stretch.
3-point shot. Put it up. Put it up, Laettner.
And Laettner, of all people, Temple hits the three-pointer that breaks a 2 for 20 misery that Mike Krzyzewski has lived under and leaves a faint hope with 3 seconds to go.
North Carolina would have to commit a mortal sin on the inbound play. One problem they do have is Lebo is fouled out. So they're missing one of their key ball handlers plus their best foul shooter. Mike won't let more than a second tick off the clock.
Or they'll try for that inbound steal first. They'll gamble on the steal and hope they can get off a quick shot.
3 for 8 for Carolina from three-point range, and it took Duke 21 shots before they could match 3 good ones. And on the negative side, Duke will look at that shooting and wonder what happened. Don't forget, Al, March 16th is St. Euros Day. All the good Finns around America will be celebrating our special day. That's the 16th of March.
17th of March.
No, the Finnish Day is St. Euros Day.
Hey, this is when we go out. You know, every Irishman goes out the 17th of March to find another Irishman so he can give a speech.
3 seconds to go. And Dean Smith getting ready for his victory speech.
Well, they got to get it in. It's 3 ticks.
See if Carolina breaks somebody deep down court. No. And a foul by Snyder holding Rice.
Clock didn't even nudge. It was a dead ball foul.
Snyder commits his 5th foul. And Snyder leaves with 4 points. For the North Carolina balance again. Reid 14, Lebo 13, Madden 12, Williams 11, Fox 11, Bucknall 10. That's been the story of this Dean Smith team. You can't zero in on any one player offensively. They all score well, all in double figures on the year, and all 6 in double figures today.
That's Phil Ford, who made Dean Smith's 4 corners what it was in the middle 70s. He's the 2nd assistant behind Bill Guthridge.
Duke has set up their play. Carolina brings 3 men defensively back on the Duke half of the court as Rice needs to make only 1, and then it will be history. He doesn't make it. A chance for a desperation shot. Ferry from long range. Oh, my! Almost hit it.
That caught the back of the rim. That'll teach me to talk about history and early civilization.
North Carolina celebrates 77-74, and Danny Ferry had to have a little Irish blood into this shot.
Oh, Danny boy catches the back of the rim.
Oh! And would have counted.
Watch the reaction on Dean Smith here. He didn't want it, not badly.
Carolina, first time since '82, has won the ACC tournament. Thanks, Elliot Cow, for your statistical work, and you, Al McGuire, will see you in Seattle. And thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for making this another great collegiate basketball year on NBC Sports. So long from Atlanta, North Carolina, kings of the ACC.